As per the recent studies, the number of international students in Poland swelled up to 10,000 in 2023, out of which 3,000 students were from India. There are three primary reasons why this country is gaining immense popularity. Number one, it's way cheaper than in Western Europe. Number two, they're trying to attract foreign workers and have issued 1 million work visas for non-EU nationals in 2021. And number three, there are labor shortages. This is exactly why it's a right time to study in Poland. Hi, my name is Priya and in this video we'll be covering how you can study in Poland. Let's start with education system, language of instruction, intakes and deadlines. Bachelor's degrees are usually 3 years, masters are usually 1.5 to 2 years and PhDs are usually 3 to 4 years, just like any other European country. Bachelor's degrees are called first cycle studies, master's degrees are called second cycle studies, and integrated bachelor's or masters that usually last up to 5 years are called long cycle studies. Polish is the major language of instruction, but you will find UG and PG programs that will be available in English. In terms of intake, you can either choose winter intake or summer intake. Winter intake usually starts in September or October and summer intakes usually start in February or May. Deadlines will vary usually, but winter intakes will close down by February or March and summer intakes will close down by July or August. Ideally, starting your research a year before the start date of application will be recommended. Next up, universities and programs. There are roughly 450 plus institutions in Poland, out of which roughly 130 are public and the remaining are private. Some of the top Polish universities are flashing in front of your screen right now. In terms of program, most of the programs are offered in Polish, but if you are looking for programs specifically in English, the options may be limited. Most of these Polish universities have a specific section on their website where you can check about these English courses. Now let's move to tuition fees. Like I mentioned earlier, Poland is relatively way more affordable than Western Europe, which means that the tuition fee of Polish universities may also be cost effective. For a bachelor's degree, you can expect anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 euros per annum, which will be roughly around 1.7 to 4.5 lakhs. And for master's degree, you can estimate anywhere between 4,000 to 6,000 euros per annum, which will be roughly around 3.5 to 5.4 lakh per annum. Do note that some courses like health sciences and lab-based courses and private universities may still be on the higher side of expenses, but they will be relatively more affordable than any English-speaking country. Over to living expenses. As per Times Higher Education, Poland is super competitive when it comes to cost of living when compared to countries like UK, Ireland, France and Germany. For example, monthly accommodation fee vary from 70 to 100 euros for a student dormitory to 120 to 150 euro per room in a shared student apartment. Monthly food expenses ranges as low as 70 to 90 euros. Largely saying, for bigger cities like Warsaw, you can expect to set aside 600 to 850 euros a month or 52 to 70,000 rupees. And for smaller cities, the expenses will range between 500 to 600 euros a month or 44 to 52,000 rupees. Great, now let's talk about how to apply to a Polish university and the documents that you will need. To apply, you will have to go to the university website you wish to apply at and apply directly, since there is no one single dedicated website for you to apply to these universities. You will be asked to create an account using your email ID and password, wherein you will have to fill in your personal and academic details. The documents required by most of the universities will be academics, translation if they are not in Polish or English, letter of recommendation, passport size photos, passport, CV, and a statement of purpose. English language proficiency test will also be required, which will usually be 5.5 to 6.5 in IELTS or 75 or 93 in TOEFL IBT depending on your program. Some creative courses will require portfolio and research-based programs will require research proposals. Also, most universities will charge an application fee which will roughly range between 20 to 80 euros. Cool, now let's talk about study visa application. You will need a D-type visa to study in Poland and you will have to apply in person at Polish consulate in New Delhi or Mumbai. Before applying, you need to book an appointment online by visiting the website e-consulate. I'm putting all the relevant links in the description box below. To apply, you will need to fill out the application form online and need your passport, photographs, letter of acceptance from a Polish university, CV or motivation letter, academic mark sheet, health insurance, proof of student accommodation in Poland, transportation documents such as flight tickets, English language proficiency test, and scholarship documents if applicable. A processing fee of 7,054 rupees is also required. Also, you will need to show sufficient financial support to cover your stay in Poland, which will be 776 Polish zloty or 174 euro a month. For instance, if your course is up to 2 years, you will need to demonstrate 4,176 euros available to you. Visa processing may take up to 15 days, but in some cases it may also take up to 30 days. All the relevant links to Polish consulate in India and other helpful resources are mentioned in the description box below. Okay, now let's discuss part-time jobs and post-study work visa. Like most of the countries, you can work in Poland for 20 hours a week during your term time, and you can work full-time during your vacation, which is usually up to 3 months. After graduation, a temporary visa is issued up to 9 months to look for a job, which can be extended once you find relevant job in the country. With this, we come to an end of our today's guide. If you have any doubts, feel free to drop them in the comment section below and we will get back to you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. All the resources that we discussed in the today's video are mentioned in the description box below, so do make sure you check them out. I'll see you next time.